And welcome back to Had to, Got to, Must. We have no mail today. Go ahead.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot for no mail. We open up the show every week with mailbag.
You guys are like our fathers, and we have no milk this week.
No milk.
No milk, no dads.
Calling them fathers would be too much credit. I'd say they're more like vultures, picking away at the leftovers or whatever they can get their hands on.
Yeah.
They won't do none of the hard work themselves. But
Please hit the mailbag.
I digress.
We encourage you guys to hit the mailbag.
Yeah.
Either hit it on the podcast or DM us. We'll figure it out.
We do have a big shout out though to our Amish listeners at least, because we've recently seen the Amish playing basketball, and we see y'all doing Euro steps. We see y'all doing Luka fadeaways. We see you guys doing everything. We see you guys doing two small gestures, beating on your chest. I saw the Amish street ball guy powder his hands and throw it up like LeBron James.
Oh, hell no.
Did you really?
No, I didn't see that. But the Amish got TVs, and the Amish definitely have TikTok, and the Amish definitely have podcasts. So for the Amish listeners, we have a proposition for you. And I want to hear you guys out. For those who don't know what Rumspringa is like when you're an Amish person, you get to go out into like the real world. I don't know what else to say. That might have
the rest of the world. The rest of Ohio, not just that one forest.
Yeah, not just that. You know, you can go to like Chipotle and play PlayStation and shit like that. You can live like how the rest of America lives. So what would you guys do? You are in charge of an Amish person for a week. I don't know how long Rumspringa is, but Rumspringa is all right. You're about to be like, you're 18 or whatever. Like you can go be not Amish and see if you want to keep being Amish. If you keep wanting to have no electricity,
it's cool they give them the choice.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like, hey, go check it out.
I wonder how
China.
many people say fuck them.
Yeah,
it's probably 95% that goes into the real world because there's not many Amish.
What are you gonna do?
I wonder because I feel like a lot of them. I've heard that it's not that high because all they know is Amish stuff.
Yeah,
and they probably go hang out with people like us and they feel way out of place. They're like, "Who is LeBron?
Yeah,
who's Stephen A? What's Elden Ring?
It might be information overload.
Who's Brian Bumper? Yeah. See, if I had a week with an Amish person,
you got to show them a good time.
Live,
like how, like this is what you've been missing out on. You know what I mean?
First night, we're going to like Cedar Point.
Yeah.
I'm taking them to the fastest, highest shit in the world.
Oh my God.
Something horses can't do, you know?
Their heart would be in their stomach on the top of the Millennium Force.
And be like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're good.
Well, I saw a clip. It was a reality show. I saw it on Instagram. Don't know the show, but it was a married couple, presumably, of an Amish man and a woman. And she looked upset. She was in the kitchen. She asks him, have you ever had sex with an animal? And he like looked around a bit, and then he eventually said no. And he's like, do you know anybody who has? And then he took a while. He took even longer, and he said yes.
Oh.
And then it cuts to him. You know how these shows, they go to the person.
Private room.
Yeah. He's like, you know, in the Amish community, you know, sex is very repressed. You know, you're 24. You've never been married. You can't have sex till you're married. You have urges. And I was like, God damn.
Sex with a chicken is crazy.
A horse?
A chicken, a horse.
No, the horse is bucking.
Did I not say horse? It's a horse.
A horse.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He admitted to that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell no.
They do it. He didn't say he did, but he said they do, which
Means
I think
he did.
I think he did.
Yeah.
He was sticking up for him.
Nasty.
See, that's why you gotta take
He's like, I didn't know, but he didn't fuck it. He just jerked it off.
He just jerked it. Why did he jerk the horse off? That's his urge? Was he gay?
Yeah,
was he closeted too?
He's like, no, babe, I just jerked it off.
Is a closeted Amish
I just
man?
sucked the horse's dick. That's all.
So you're a virgin and you sucked a horse dick.
Oh.
What's worse? You're a virgin and you sucked a horse dick. So I don't know what I would do.
What kind of urge?
What was
is
the
that?
question you
that
asked?
That urge came from some perversion. That's where that came from. Some internet perversion.
Yeah, one of them had an iPod
The question
Touch.
is,
one of them saw it.
If you were in charge of an Amish person for Rumspringa, what are you showing him to for a good time? You have a weekend.
I'm
with
showing
him.
him a horse ass.
You have a weekend with him. Do you have a weekend with him to be like, listen, the rest of us don't fuck horses. We don't jerk them off. You know what I mean? We're not churning butter. Yeah, I feel like you can't be like, you might be like, here's a PS5. This is sick as fuck. Because, I got a PS5 this year, right? Thanks to my friends. Shout out to my friends. A beautiful birthday gift. But even I was like, what menu is this? What menu is this? It made me feel like an old person for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's got.
It's a little over that. You got to take them to like Dave and Buster's or something, because little kids play that shit. You could be like, here's a ball, throw it here. Like, look at the screen, touch this and touch that.
Yeah.
No, we're
Dave and Buster's
smoking
easy
weed
games.
and playing 2K.
We're going
You
to
have
cart
to
to
get them
cart.
blowed. You have
Yeah.
to get them blowed, yeah.
Going go-karting. We're getting them high. We're playing Madden and 2K
You have to
with
get
the
'em sneaky
sliders
high.
off.
And then at night we're gonna go climbing buildings in the city.
Yeah.
Urban exploring.
Urban
And
exploring.
loitering
Yeah. We're gonna just hang outside 7-Eleven
with a
ask
beer and
people
a
for
paper
money.
can. Yeah.
You have to drink this 40 for 4 hours out here.
Yeah.
You got to make this bitch last.
And then ask people for a lighter and light this half a cigarette.
No,
you
you
got a
could
light, man.
you could trick him into something greasy for sure. Be like, yo, actually, we do this thing all the time, like non-Amish people. It's basically like tradition. We do it several times a month. The 240s and Crave Case challenge.
No.
Are you guys familiar with the
240s in
240s?
Crave Case.
Do you guys know what the 240s and Crave Case challenge is?
Drink 240s.
Yeah,
Eat a Crave Case.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Eat a Crave
And not
Case.
shit your brain.
And Taco Bell's selling the 40s now for the challenge, I heard.
Taco Bell has 40s. Taco Bell should make
Is
like
Crave
a
Case
Mexican
Taco
beer.
Bell?
No, the Crave Case is White Castles.
Oh.
It's like 30 or 20 sliders, and you got to
30.
drink 240s.
The Crave Clutch is the 20.
Man.
So you got to go. So White Castle's selling 40.
The Crave Clutch is professional. That's like
It
you need
is.
like they
It's
don't
classy.
They actually like can I get a Crave Clutch, please? It comes in a briefcase of
Yeah.
It's a briefcase of hamburgers.
That's what the Crave Case is, but it's just bigger. Crave briefcase.
Okay, I thought the Crave Case looked more
the
like
Crave
a
Clutch
Amazon
is a little
box.
smaller.
The Crave Clutch
It
is
just
like
looked. When's the last time you seen one?
a Crave Case.
Yeah.
That I can remember really seeing one in front of my eyes. It was like I was probably 15. Bro.
Yeah, I was young. I feel like I was really young, and everything looked kind of like bigger.
My
I was
mom
real
got
young.
me and my buddy, friend of the podcast, Mark, Crave Case before we went to our first concert ever. Solid memory with the Crave Case right there.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
didn't have
whatever you do.
240s with it, man. That's what was fucked up about it. My mom didn't give me or my buddy any 40-ounce malt liquor
bullshit.
to wash it down with. So, but I remember having a fear. I'm like, oh
shitting
my
your
god,
guts out.
I'm finally going to a concert for the first time. Like, what if this White Castles really gives me and my buddy diarrhea? We were fine all night. We had a great
Yeah.
time.
The next day, though.
I was chilling. I was young. When you're young, you can eat like a truck tire.
Yeah, yeah.
And like wash it down with gasoline.
Yeah.
You
Whatever.
can like eat paper clips and
Smell
nails.
a marker
You'll be fine.
for
Yeah.
dessert.
But today, whatever you do as an adult, whatever you do, don't get the seafood medley from White Castle.
No.
Your stomach's going to be sounding like a Timberland in the dryer.
Oh man.
It's gonna be sounding like the fucking storming the beach of Normandy.
I drove past a very shitty poke restaurant. Our rivals at the time, Poke.
Oh, poke.
I want to shout out the
Pokemon?
worst place for seafood of all time in Michigan. But anyways,
Really? You think so?
it's up there.
So
It's
you're
up
selling
there.
Long John Silver's and Red Lobsters
I would
and White Castles.
First of all, Red Lobster is a good restaurant. I went 2 weeks ago for Shrimp Fest. It was delicious.
Yeah, nice.
It was very
Bro,
good.
there's
The
one right
biscuits
by-
still hold up.
There's one right by Joe Rogan's studio, bro. There's one right by the studio. We should go to Red
That's
Lobster.
the best
soon.
one. That's the best one.
Really?
You get the best treatment there because they know what you're there to do. You're there to eat. Anyways, about Poke, I saw in the window, try our new lobster salad. You have me so fucked up.
Fast food lobster. Ready
Fast
to eat
food lobster salad. And on top of that, a sushi fusion place designed and concepted by Chaldeans with lobster salad
Oh, no.
with avocado.
Oh, come on. The Bro Medium special is going to hit.
It's
You already
currently
know.
The
happened
Bro
to me.
Medium special is going to get you sick.
It's gonna-
The Bro Medium special is going to give you sepsis after you get salmonella.
It's going to hit. I'm telling you.
You're going to get E. coli. You're going to shit a lung out. Your brain is
Shitting
gonna,
your lung
Your
would
brain
hurt.
is going to
Shitting a
shrivel
lung.
That
from
would hurt.
dehydration, and you're going to die from this fucking lobster salad.
Damn.
Anybody who orders that, you know how like that guy who said anybody who orders a Big Buford gets followed home and
Yes.
gets raped by Buford. But
Yeah.
if you order a lobster salad, they're banking that you die in your house, and then some big Chaldean guy, some hairy big Chaldean guy, is going to kick in the door, steal your electronics, and leave.
It's actually a eugenics conspiracy to control the population. Like, given this lobster salad, we'll see
Yeah.
how many people it kills and wipes
Yeah.
out.
Damn.
That's
What do you-
that's a vault
To
experiment.
control the herd. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Poke.
That is insane. I can't.
Hey, game is game.
I
I'm
like
taking my chances
lobster.
I like lobster too. The lobster roll is probably one of my favorite foods ever. I would love it if I would try fast food lobster though. I mean, if White Castles or Popeyes had like a fried lobster tail, I'd eat it.
You look at a lobster in the wild; it looks gross. Who is like, oh, very delicious? Well, I just exposed who said that.
He was in prison.
That was the first people.
Bugs.
That was the first people to decide what was very good and what
I remember.
They're like fucking bottom feeders.
I
They're
think
nasty creatures.
We were either tripping on mushrooms or very high, and we're watching one of those nature channels, and it's like fish and sharks. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, Japanese people are hungry as hell.
Yeah.
Looking at that. Oh, they'd be watching the Discovery Channel. Oh, very delicious. Mahi, dude. Very tasty.
Fish is so fucking
Do you think
good,
like
though.
Street water fish, man.
Do you think like rednecks look at a deer and they can tell how good it tastes? Or do they just think about how good it might kill?
Deer's pretty tasty. I like venison jerky.
I've had venison jerky.
They just want to fucking kill it. They just want to fucking kill it.
They don't talk about how delicious
I got
it
10
is.
horns, brother. Got 10 points, brother.
Yeah.
10-point buck, motherfucker. I ain't take this son bitch home and put it on my goddamn fireplace.
I'm going to put on the hood of my truck.
By fireplace, they mean the living room above their Roku TV in the trailer.
Yep.
Where do you draw the line with animals you would eat?
Like, so eating a deer is delicious, right? You know, I once
totally
thought,
acceptable.
I once
Still not
thought
eating it.
it was
I wouldn't love to, but I'm saying it's socially acceptable. But where do you draw the line? Where it's like, I'm not eating that because of what it is.
I think I once thought it was like an animal you find cute almost, but also it's like, well, I do find cows cute, but I do understand that these things have to die in order for me to eat them.
Yeah.
You do need to understand that when you're eating meat, I feel like it's like you need to understand something had to die for you to eat that shit.
Right.
I'm aware of that. I've thought about it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I've seen Andrew Zimmern eat horse on Bizarre Foods one time in Japan, and I think I would eat horse if it was presented to me in another nation. I don't want American horse because it's probably garbage. It's probably some fast food shit. I want another, like, they've been cooking horse this way for hundreds of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like people are always like, oh, yeah, the Chinese. There's not that stereotype. I don't even know if it's true, but I'm just like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, the Chinese and Asians, they eat dogs, they eat cats. Well, what if it's good as fuck? I don't know. I've never had it. How are they preparing it? If it's like a dog fried rice with a bunch of like salty, spicy sauces, fucking
There were
might as well take a nibble. I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I was eating. I couldn't read the menu. I couldn't read the menu, but it was delicious.
He had the Cantonese menu.
Mm-hmm. Why not? But I don't want to eat a dog or a cat on purpose. No.
There were 2 Chinese spots next door, I think, in New York. And this brother goes up and he's like, the place next door said you got cat fried hard. He's like, let me get some cat fried hard.
Fried hard.
They're like, what? He's like, cat? He's like, yeah, fried hard. He's like, that's what I want. And then he's like, next door, they said you had it. And then he would go next door and say, next door said you got cat fried hard.
Oh, no. I just saw a video of a guy at a Chinese restaurant asking the little girl behind the counter, showing her pictures of a cat and hamsters and stuff. And he just looked and he was like kind of nodding, like, hey, is this what's going on? And she shook her head yes. And then he was like, I'm out of here, bro.
Oh, my God.
I'm out of here. And he stormed off.
Oh, no.
Would you guys eat a gator?
No.
Because I saw a guy smoke a gator, and it looked really good. He, like, smoked it
in
and grilled it. No, he didn't smoke it in a wood. No. Don't give me no ideas now. But he, like, smoked it like he would smoke a brisket or, like, ribs.
I don't
He
think
smoked a gator and grilled it. I've had gator jerky. It's good.
I don't think my faith allows reptiles.
You can't.
Amphibians maybe because they live in water and everything out of water is halal to us.
So people think frog legs are like an exotic
out of
food.
water is halal.
Yeah, if it comes out of water, it's halal. Yeah.
Frog legs
Wait,
like a
like
cuisine.
Fish. Yeah.
Really?
Any
You can't eat
seafood.
fish?
No, every seafood is halal.
Oh, halal. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
haram.
Haram is
fucking up.
split hoof and reptiles.
Split hoof and reptiles.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's reptiles?
My dad's like snakes haram. You're not supposed to eat it.
Nobody eats snakes. But maybe,
People be eating snake down south. I saw a python.
Oh, actually, I've
smoked
seen, like, fried
No, it was a
rattlesnake bites.
deep fried python. This guy fucking lowered a floured and battered python down into some hot ass fucking oil.
You know what's funny?
And I'm like, damn. I'm like, they're greedy down south.
You know
They're
what's
eating
funny?
everything.
Crunchy
That's the same guy I saw smoke an alligator. I know exactly
Really?
what video you're talking about. I'd eat both of those. Are you eating a gator, Slims?
I don't know. The way I'm picturing it, it's like on a stick.
I need to look up if they
Gator
eat,
jerky's
if
tasty.
they eat camel overseas because I wouldn't eat a camel.
I wouldn't eat a bear. I
wouldn't
I
wouldn't
know
try
they eat
camel.
horse in some
I wouldn't
countries,
eat a bear.
though.
I know like bears like one of the most poisonous animals you can actually eat as far as like meat and mammals go. For some reason, I don't even think it tastes good, but it's like even if it did, I appreciate bears too much. I don't want to eat them. They seem chill, man.
I don't think they're very good.
I don't. That's what I hear.
They eat a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, they eat whatever they can get their hands on.
Like I wouldn't eat shark because it wouldn't taste good.
So
I would feel bad eating a shark.
So
like there's some
camels-
animals that are special to me that I like. I would
Shark
like,
deserves to thrive.
like
yeah.
you wouldn't eat a panda. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh my god, what kind of
I
monster
feel like
wants
you
to
wouldn't
eat
eat
a
a
panda?
bear. Like you wouldn't eat
I
a bear.
wouldn't eat a bear. Period.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
hell
Is there
no.
a bear you would eat? I
But
don't think
maybe
No, they're
eating
like-
a black bear that just eats like berries.
No, I don't want to eat a bear.
It probably tastes good.
a
They're-
bear.
they're
All
always
he eats
eating-
is fruit.
But they're omnivores, so like they have a weird diet.
They probably taste good.
They taste like us, I think.
I'm not eating a bear. That's like a special
They'll eat
animal.
shit
to
out
me.
of your
no,
house.
see, I probably taste like buffalo Cheetos and shit. You know, I probably,
Yeah.
We probably don't taste good.
depending on the day, I probably don't
I
taste
probably
good.
taste like shit. I probably taste like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
think
probably
a bear
taste like
tastes
White
good.
Monster.
Yeah, a lot of Red Bull.
If you ate us, I think you'd get high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would.
yeah,
edible.
It's edible. You're catching the flavor. 100%.
Actually, hold on. A White Monster flavored gummy that sounds awesome.
How much
Gobble
THC
me
is
up.
in your bicep and in your gluteus?
Because I think
they're going for the
THC
ass
is stored
first.
in your fat cells.
Yeah,
It's actually stored in the balls like pee.
No way.
Yeah, that's why you ever
Like pee.
You ever notice when you smoke weed and then you pee, you're not high anymore? Or you think you get less high, even though you do not. That is not possible. That's not how that works.
It's
But when I
stirred
was
in-
younger, when I was like 18, I'd be like, oh, I feel like when you pee, you get less high.
You see, I thought the same thing with washing your face. When you wash your face, you get less high.
Sometimes you get in the shower and you're
I
not
think when you
high
pee, you get
anymore,
less
and then
high.
the high
Yeah.
comes back.
When I take a big piss, it's almost like. I think you're right.
I don't
get
think
like
you
so
pissed the
sober.
marijuana out.
But I think so it is stored in your balls. THC.
THC is stored in the balls. Yeah, scientifically speaking, look this up.
I'm
So-
thinking
I
of
watched
those. I'm
a
thinking
Neil-
of those like brain rot guys that like talking to Mike and they're like, "Did you know?"
You guys know Andrew Huberman. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
biohacking guy.
No.
Super smart guy. He actually confirmed that THC, like if you piss, why do you think weed stays in your system for so long? You smoke weed, you can fail a drug test 2 weeks later just
Yeah.
from one puff. It's because THC is stored in the balls. That's where all the THC cells are stored in your body when you smoke and you build that tolerance up. If you pass a drug test, you want to fail a drug test, it's because THC is stored in the balls along with the piss. So when you pee, it gets rid of the THC and you're not high anymore. That's why a drug test, they should let you pee twice. The first one and the second one. If you really smoking, the second one should come up dirty.
Yeah.
This is all nonsense. This is all a lie.
No,
That's
he
funny.
said it on Rogan. He said, "Did you
yeah.
know pee is stored in the balls? Interesting, really?"
So I did a little brief research. There are countries that eat camel. Apparently,
Is it good?
the older the camel, the more tender it is. So when the camel has served its purpose and has been, giving people rides for years, it's
Yeah.
not uncommon to hang him upside down and slit his throat and eat him. It's fucked up.
What if it's really
What-
good?
what
Why not let
countries?
it go to waste?
the camel countries.
Camel countries.
Camel countries.
Eritrea,
The Middle
which
East.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Eritrea. I've never heard of that country. Somalia, Djibouti, Saudi Arabia, Egypt,
Hey,
Syria.
who is
You
he?
never heard of
Djibouti?
Djibouti?
Djibouti.
DJIB.
Oh, I've heard of Djibouti, yeah.
Pause.
Djibouti.
That's such a fifth grade
Pause.
country when you're like
Yeah.
learning about geography.
Djibouti. Djibouti's
Stop
hype.
saying that. That's the name of the country.
Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Syria, Libya, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Kazakhstan, and other Arab regions. And camel meat. Another thing, the USDA website came up on my first.
It'd be so funny if it just randomly said like New Jersey on there.
So here's the thing: camel meat is legal to consume in the U.S. However, cats and dogs highly frowned upon to eat in the U.S.
Can you buy? Is it legal to sell dog
No,
or cat
on
meat?
the
No,
USDA it says no.
Okay.
But camel meat, yes, you can get it from a butcher if he can get a camel.
Are horses legal?
I think horse is illegal here.
Strange.
I remember Jack in the Box had a horse scandal. Is that true? or
A
not?
horse. I feel like everyone's had a horse accusation.
I know,
once.
uh,
These cheap ass fast.
I know
this garbage food.
Telway and Braze. It was the donkey
The
burger.
donkey, yeah. It
they're
was
serving
for real
donkey
donkey.
meat.
That was
in there.
Braze, I think. Was the
Yeah.
donkey?
Out here serving donkey burgers on this fucking
The layout, everybody
tiny
knows.
burger.
Everybody knows the little white corner burger spot.
The slider stand.
It's every city has one, and it looks like the layout of the building is small enough that it was just helicoptered in.
Yeah.
I think that they just braised tell away if you know, you know. They just teleported it in or heliported it in.
Yeah.
They just dropped it in, and
They towed it there as is, like a house.
they built the donkey though from scratch.
Yeah, the donkey was sculpted from one of the finest sculptors in Metro Detroit. But
Austin Brantley
yeah, Austin Brantley sculpted
the braised donkey.
Yeah.
Shout out Austin Brantley. I used to have
But that's why
math
them
class with him.
That's why them burgers are so small, because it's donkey meat and they don't get much of it anyways.
Do you guys mind if you have greasy first?
Hmm?
Just one.
You're gonna smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm just glad it's not a Newport.
If it doesn't bother you guys, I'm going to. We're going to have a greasy first on the podcast. I'm going to smoke a
That's
cigarette.
cool.
He's taking a square break.
I'm with it. I'm
The
surprised.
record show for episode 12, Flair is smoking a square.
Mark this in your
on
calendars.
live. Episode 12 is when he ripped a dart.
How many people smoke a cigarette on podcasts?
Several. Probably Dave Chappelle if he had one, because he always smokes on stage.
Yeah,
Which is badass.
his raspy ass.
You know, I'm like a badass comedian. I'm kind of a fucking rock star. You know, I really don't give a fuck, and it's like fuck authority, and like I don't listen to that shit. So it's like
they should let like
cigarette.
NBA players smoke a cigarette.
Fuck my lease agreement, bitch.
Or a blunt.
I wish Ron Artest had a cigarette during that when he won.
Oh, if he had a cigarette when he was like laying
Yeah.
on the table,
yeah.
Yo, they let
that
golfers
would have never
smoke.
happened.
I didn't
love
know
that episode of Family Guy where like Peter was like started smoking cigarettes and he's like he can just say things while he's ashing the cigarette with like total finality. You know, he's like, I forgot what he said. He was like, you know,
Here's the beautiful and addictive part of cigarettes that no one talks about. If you're standing on a corner, you're sitting on a park bench or something like that, you know what a cigarette gives you? Something to do.
gives you an aura.
It makes you feel like you're doing something. Because you are doing something. You're smoking a cigarette. You're
Yeah.
not just standing there, just staring off into space. You're smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
It gives you something to do.
I kind of miss waking up,
and it
drinking a
fires you
coffee,
up.
smoking a cigarette, and taking like the biggest shit you've ever seen in your life. When I used to smoke them, like, you know, you wake up and your first cigarette, it opens up your bowels or something.
The way to smoke cigarettes is to have a situationship with cigarettes, is the way I put it. That's what I say. People like, you a smoker? Like, I have a situationship with cigarettes. It's like,
Yeah.
I get a pack, you know, every other month just to, like, get it out of my system. Sometimes you just want a pack of cigarettes. I don't buy them every fucking day. I'm not a pack-a-day smoker, but sometimes you want a couple, you know, and you don't want to bum them all night.
Good cigarette.
Definitely got to give on Rumspringa. Definitely got to give an Amish person a Parliament Light 100 for sure. You definitely got to give him an edible.
A black and mild
And,
wine wood tip.
Not to go back to this, but it'd be a first for both of us. I'm giving him an edible. You ever had an Arrowhead? Oh, it's good. What's that? It's super sweet candy, and I'm not gonna tell him that shit's got weed in it.
Yeah.
Give him the edible. Give him the
a
Airhead.
star of death.
And it's gonna be a first for us because
Give
we're
him
both
like
going.
800 milligrams of RSO.
We're both going to the strip club for a first time, and we are not going to a nice one. We are going to somewhere with, drum roll please, extras.
Oh.
Extras and midget tossing.
About
They
to
put
blow
two
his
straps
nine.
You
on a
gotta go
midget
on
and you
Monday
can
for
throw
that.
them.
That's
Yeah.
Monday. Midget
No,
Monday.
it's Saturday. That's a Saturday night thing.
Oh.
Midget
Make some
toss.
motherfucking noise. We got our Amish motherfucker in here for Rumspringa.
He's about to throw the midget.
He's about to show up. Yo, the cucumber suck-off is just now getting started.
Put y'all phones away.
I
Put
saw.
y'all phones away.
I just remember another.
Jedediah, you ever seen a cucumber suck-off? Well, heavens no.
Heavens no.
Heavens no. What are these ladies about to do?
Jebediah, one time I found a pickle in my dear old grandmother. And a week later, did I say pickle or cucumber?
You
Pickle.
said pickle.
Fuck. I ruined the joke.
I want you to
Too high to get jokes.
a
about.
Redditor
I'm too
Rumspringa.
high.
I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him home. We're gonna watch every episode of Rick and Morty, and then we're gonna play.
We're going to watch
board
every
games.
Star Wars.
We're gonna watch every Star Wars. We're gonna watch every Rick and Morty, every Avengers movie.
I don't hang out with Amish no more. Ever since I took my boy out for Rumspringa, one girl got way too drunk. She's passed out, and he's like, "I'll take her home," and he put her on his carriage.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad luck. He got in big trouble.
Whew,
Damn.
DUI.
He didn't
And
know.
the
I
first-
told him to chill. I told him he's out of pocket. But
I think that pedophile catcher, Skeeter Jean, on YouTube, He'll like.
There's so many now.
It's a crazy name.
First
of all, it's a
Skeeter.
crazy
It's
name.
the kick thing to do. Like Twitch is for like sitting around bullshitting, gamble, and like
But,
talking.
being a
but this
naked
guy's
girl.
legit. He'll like rent a new Corvette, and then he'll say, "Yeah, you got selected to win a Corvette," and then he picks the guy up for a test drive and like takes him around for a spin, and then takes him to the police station with the transcript.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Skeeter Gene is the man. I think
he
Skeeter
on
Gene.
Kick?
No, he's on YouTube.
Kick
mainly.
is for like pedophile busters and gamblers.
I don't know. I have no clue.
And people crashing
But
out, like shooting other people.
I think it's more the Telegram app, but
Okay.
Skeeter Gene, I think he caught an Amish person talking to a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, shout out Skeeter Gene.
I
Big
forgot who
legend.
this guy was, but he caught the pedophile, and he had the pedophile get him Subway.
Oh,
And then he's like, "Hey man, he's like, oh, is that it?" And he's like, hey, "You mind giving me that?" And he took the sandwich and he's housing it. And he's like,
Oh,
"Yeah, so
he's eating his lunch.
you
in
were
front of
talking to a 13-year-old girl. What are you doing that about? What's that about?" He was like being nice. He's eating the sandwich in his face.
him? He's eating his food in front of his
Yeah.
face. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, he had the pedophile order the sandwich for him, presumably the 13-year-old or whatever.
That's hilarious.
And he's eating it and then just disparaging him for his.
I hope it was a fucked up double meat, double cheese, avocado,
Yeah.
bacon, all
It was
the
so
extras.
funny.
Cookies.
Have you seen Gil, the guy who pulled up to somebody's door? Like it's this black guy with flowers and a 12-piece of chicken, and he's like, "Hey yo, is Keisha there?" He's like, "Who is this?" He's like, "This Gil."
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, "I ain't gonna lie, Gil, you were freaking them DMs. We played you."
I've seen that.
He's
yes.
like, "We got your Cash App. Appreciate
oh my God,
you."
and his face is so
Yeah,
sad.
he's
Him
so
and his-
hurt, and he's like,
so
"What are those flowers, OG? You were freaking them DMs." And he's like, "What's that in your other hand?" He's like, 12-piece spice. He's like, "Put it down, or we'll expose you."
So it was,
Put it down.
Insane.
so a guy and his girl were scamming some like horny dude who was like
Yes.
after the guy's girl.
They got his
Got
Cash
chicken
App
out
and a
of him.
12-piece spicy.
Yo, round of applause! Round of applause!
Poor Gil, man.
Fuck Gil, you loser.
I'm Gil.
Yeah.
He was hype at the door.
These beautiful women run on people like Gil.
Gil was ready to get down.
I bet he
Shout
was.
out
but
Grade
I
you
A
know
felt
what?
so bad for
posting
Gil.
that
He brought the
classic.
flowers. You know, the flowers aren't exactly cheap.
It was like 2 flowers in a little vase. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Listen.
the chicken was definitely more expensive than the flowers.
I'm gonna expose this
100%.
real quick. I'm gonna expose this real quick. A little tip for the fellas, ladies, Hannah listening, no one else. Listen, you go to the grocery, you go to Kroger, get your girl a bouquet of flowers. That shit like $8-12. They ain't expensive. Just get her some flowers.
It's the thought that counts.
Come on, randomly show up with flowers to your girl. She'll go crazy for it. That's a little game for you. But now I just ruined it for everybody.
yeah,
Just
we
saying
don't
it
have
works.
Hannah this week. We didn't even say that. Hannah's
don't have
not here.
producer
Hannah
Hannah.
You can't tell when she's
Hannah
here
is at
anyway.
a cock rating convention.
Oh.
She's rating cocks all over the world,
That's
from
crazy.
Bulgaria to Romania to
She's going to tell us which country
Madagascar.
Madagascar for sure got the biggest.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
They're packing 8.5 inches down there.
Do people live on Madagascar? Do you say
I don't
in
know.
Madagascar or do you say on Madagascar?
Yeah, there's lions
that's
and
strange.
zebras and lemurs. King Julian lives there.
Hippos.
I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. We like to move it. Hello, Austin. Do you want to pass King Julian in the wood? Do you want to pass King Julian in the backwood?
Yeah, you. Who are you, bro? Yeah. I'm Gil. You Gil. I'm looking for Keisha. Yeah, you was the one in her DM. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
The look on his face.
Played you.
Oh my God, he's heartbroken.
We got
Look
your
at him.
cash app.
The music.
Boss. You a freak in them DMs
Appreciate you,
too.
boss.
Yeah. We'll expose you, boss. No, you a freak, boss. What's in the box?
No, you.
Put it down or we expose you. Put it down. You came with flowers too, boss?
Through the ring cam.
Oh my God. You came with
He sounded like a seagull.
Put it down, boss. Walk off, boss.
Insane.
Put it down.
Insane. He was so sad. The sadness in his eyes.
Poor Gil, man.
Gil,
His
man.
face.
You know, he didn't spend money on shit for the last 2 weeks from his Best Buy job.
No. And he just spent like $30 on a 12-piece spicy and 2 little flowers. And he sent the other $70 by
He
Cash
put on a
App.
tie, bro. He got buttoned up to the top button.
Oh, man.
He trimmed his beard. He got the salt and pepper.
He was about to get freaky.
He looked like a Koopa, kind of.
He does look like a Koopa. He looks like a Koopa with like a fade.
He looks like a crispy ass Koopa.
Simping
You a freak in the
Gil.
DMs. So, People are ruthless out here. Real life, people are ruthless.
People have gotten a lot meaner the past few years.
People are mean, dude.
And that's okay.
This one fucking white lady from 1968, she was born in 1968,
Christ.
is in the comments saying, Gil is a good guy, old school gentleman. Not many left these days. So apparently...
We haven't seen his DMs.
An old school gentleman gets freaky in the DMs, sends a cash app, shows up with a 12-piece spicy and flowers, and a pocket full of condoms.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
you had a pocket full of condoms?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
12-piece spicy.
He's just doing it the way he learned.
You're making me hungry. I might have to fuck around and make an Italian
I
sub
could go for
mid-podcast.
a 16-piece spicy. No kidding. No kidding.
Somebody said
We
he's
love
gonna
food.
he's gonna pull up later with the Ruger and drop a 12-piece spicy in the door.
Fuck Gil.
Yeah, we
Listen, this is
we
an
played
anti.
you, boss.
This is an anti-simp podcast.
Gil is a bit of a
We
simp.
can't be simp. Yo,
need to
quit
collab.
focusing on these girls, man. You got to just fucking play the game, man. Play video
Stay
games.
on the
Quit.
game, man. Stay
Yo,
on the game.
don't worry about these fucking girls, bro. Just keep gaming, bro. That's what you focus on, gaming, bro.
I'm telling you, we need to collab right now. I just had a great idea with Chris Hanson. Get him on to host our little show. We do pranks like that, where we just get guys who are freaky in the DMs, and
Yeah.
we just get the look on their
We
face.
just scam
I'm Chris
simps.
Hanson. Are you going to eat that 12-piece spicy?
Put down the Olga's boss.
Can we get
Put it
Hannah in
down.
on this? Can we get like guys to like message
Put
her and be
down
like,
the-
yeah, come over.
Yes.
Put
Come
down the
up.
4 make it larger Olgas and the snackers. Put it down.
Put it down and we won't expose you.
Put it down.
Yeah, you're a freak in them DMs.
I need 6.
I'm Chris
we need-
Hanson from
we need
Dateline
a
NBC.
bucket of snackers with 2 cups of dip for every
No,
host
like,
of the
huh,
podcast.
yeah.
I'm Chris Hanson from
Real
Dateline
shit.
NBC. You're a freak in them DMs.
You
Are
said
you
you
going
were
to finish that 12-piece spicy? Put it down, boss.
You said you were going
Did you
to
get
put
ranch?
2 baskets of snackers all over her pussy and use the cheese sauce?
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you said it. How do you not know what
2
you mean?
baskets? Oh, that'd be quite messy.
That's
Wouldn't
a lot of snackers.
How'd you
Chris
plan on,
Hanson from Dateline NBC. What's 9 plus 10?
how'd you plan on cleaning that up?
You stupid.
You're not.
I'm Chris Hanson from Dateline NBC. Can I get a big king?
Hey, can I get a big king? I'm Chris Hanson for Dateline NBC. And as a black man in this country, you must not compartmentalize. You need to compartmentalize.
You must not compartmentalize.
That
You
was the
must
last time Chris Webber was ever on NBA TV commentating a game. With LeBron, that's a great shot from LeBron, but as a black man in this country, you must not compartmentalize. You need to compartmentalize if you're going to stay sane. And no one knew what he meant, and then it went to commercial. Then everyone was probably like, what the fuck? Chris Webber, what are you talking
Chris
about?
is smoking
Got
that
shit
Weber
canned after
pack.
that.
All them
This is Chris Hanson from Dateline NBC. You really gonna put that whole 3-5 in the wood? Let's go down to 7 Mile where my people are at.
You're still smoking White Owls? Who buys those? Haven't seen one of those in a minute.
Well, as LeBron takes a deep 3, oh my goodness. I just like to say this to put a button on it.
Put a button on it.
It's a beautiful shot, and the Lakers are up. But when you're a black man in this country, you can't compartmentalize. You must compartmentalize to stay sane.
What the fuck does compartmentalize mean? Did he mean to compartmentalize? What?
Bro,
Yeah.
Chris
What
Webber,
is he talking about?
But the
Chris, man, I love you as a
Must-
player, but what are you talking
must
about?
you or must you not? Which is it?
Chris Webber, what the fuck are you talking about? That's how, like, NPCs and From Software games talk to you for a quest, and it's like, what the fuck did they just tell me? And you're supposed to figure out where to go after that. Chris Webber, no one knows what you were talking about.
Chris Webber, would you like to come on and clarify?
Okay, so compartmentalize, which is probably what he meant.
Yeah.
Not compartmentalize. Motherfucker definitely did some shifts at Advanced Auto Parts. Compartmentalize means someone who compartmentalizes his own life tends to sort its different parts, keeping work life completely removed from recreation or family or politics. So he was basically saying, you know, with all the shit on the back of their jerseys, he's like, I'm not saying shit about this because I like my job. As a black man, I need to stay sane.
That
But then he
clip-
got fired.
That clip was
You
from
got
the
fired for that?
He hasn't been on TV since.
That clip was from the bubble season when they
Yeah.
all had like he hate me and all that whatever shit. They like stopped killing us on the back of their jerseys.
He
or whatever.
hate me.
What is that?
Education reform.
He hate me was, so you know the XFL, Vince McMahon's football league from back in the
Yeah.
day? You could choose your own like nicknames like a wrestler. And one guy was he hate me. That was on the back of his jersey. It said
Who's
he
he?
hate me. I don't know who he
That's
anyone.
hard.
Anyone
Hater.
who was in his way.
God did.
God did. Real
DJ
talk.
Khaled.
He
is
hate me is crazy.
He hate me such a hard name for a football jersey on the back of it. But yeah, the NBA players have like civil rights stuff on the back of their jerseys, like how many more stuff like that. But you must compartmentalize.
Ooh,
I
I'm
guess.
gonna hit the stizzy.
Stizzy break. Is it about that time?
Hit this dizzy, get a little dizzy.
Me and your girl go get busy.
That head was so fire it got me in a tizzy.
Is he broke or not? Is he rich or is he broke? Catch a tiger by his toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Bubble gum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish, bitch?
Pull up.
This is how you sound to us.
Stop!
No.
Fuck you. Now we gotta edit all that out.
Yeah, what's the timestamp? No, how many pieces
You know
do
what,
you
man?
wish? Well, this is the best
Seriously.
podcast ever, isn't it, guys?
This is
Isn't
the
this the
greatest.
best podcast
Now that
ever?
we have microphones.
Look at these podcasters. Aren't they the greatest?
There's
Look
just
at
so
them, they're
much
wonderful.
shit going
Look at these
on.
white
There's, like,
rappers.
so much shit going on in the world that we don't want to talk about. That's going on right now, and it's just like hard to make whatever's going on that you're trying to do to avoid all of that sound cool.
I do
This
want to.
is- for me, it's one of those weeks.
I do want to talk about.
We're also
the-
not drunk.
Yeah,
Last episode, we were a little tipsy.
Flair's the only one
okay.
drinking a Voodoo Ranger.
At one
Supercharged
Voodoo
tea.
Ranger tea. Okay, cut me some slack. I'm doing okay here.
And a big bottle. You had a big bottle before.
I did not have a big bottle. I had a half a shooter, which was fucking disgusting. A mango. Shut up.
Ugh.
It was a mango jalapeno tequila shooter. It was so fucking nasty.
Why do
it
you
was
get
just
stuff
spicy.
like that? Why do you do that to yourself?
Because it was $1. I figured, why not try it? It was $1. What do you got to lose? Why not? What's wrong with that?
Something.
What's wrong with trying something for $1? What's wrong with that?
Everything.
It's $1. What's wrong with that?
Everything.
I see where you're coming from. It's okay. It is what it is. But
Yeah, roses are
we're-
red, violets are blue. You're gay.
But I'm thinking, now that we have podcast mics, we have recording equipment, we are professional audio technicians. Not to expose us, but we're going to be 30 next year. I think it's about time we start rapping. Why not? What time like the present? Oh, no. Oh, no,
This
no,
just
no,
in.
no, no.
Not this just in, but 42 minutes ago, I wanted to bring this up. I got 2 World Star notifications today.
World Star Alert. Dun, 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 dun.
So the first one was 42 minutes ago. This is wild. Police officer realizes the dismembered body is alive. This is wild.
That's hardcore.
Dismembered body. I'm thinking like it's in pieces and
They
he's
got
still
gore
talking.
on World
Yeah.
Star now?
Yeah, oh, there's always been gore. There's been people dying.
Well, I'm
Like,
not talking about dying. I'm talking about like a head
my,
crushed in.
one of
That's
my
gore.
one of my like favorite dark web videos on World Star that I like. You don't see people die on,
Mm-hmm.
but one guy throws a grenade into like a 7-Eleven, like down
Do you
down
see
in
like
Mexico.
hunks of flesh flying?
You
and
don't
shit?
see nothing. You just see an explosion and it cuts off. I was like, that's kind
not
of hype.
gore.
I just thought of
I think Dre Day posted it on like Dre Day 14, but I saw it on World Star. I was like, that's kind of hype.
I just thought of the worst video that like has left a mark on me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We were just talking about this the other day, right? Like what's like the goriest video on the internet?
Hey, were we?
I saw one when I was a kid and it was like just some weird website. I don't know what country, potato quality video.
Uh-huh.
Guy gets pushed off like a quarry. And there's like water, but he doesn't make it to the water. His
Oh.
head hits right on the corner of the concrete slab.
Oh,
And then the police are there, or medics or something. They're fucking with his head. It's a melon. I'm talking about a crushed watermelon. And they're like putting his face together and laughing.
Yeah, that's the gore I'm talking about. They don't have that on World Star.
Oh.
And I think about that's never left my mind. His face looked like the lemon head logo. He looked like a lemon head.
There's people who like want to look at that stuff for entertainment. Like you're
I
you need to be
hate
on a
that.
list.
I
on
hate
a,
people
on,
that
on
would
a
do
lighter note,
You need to be on a list.
on a lighter note, this is the second notification.
Dun, 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 dun,
He
dun.
laced her drink and
Oh,
let the football
God.
team do anything they want with her.
What the fuck?
And it's like a news story of a black dude on the news. He laced her drink and let the football team
Do whatever
do
they wanted.
anything they want to her.
That's insane.
The whole football?
The
team?
whole football.
What if I
team.
just wanted to like?
We need more context.
What if I just wanted to beat her in Uno?
What if they needed help with General Radon?
This might
summon her.
this might be a little bit out of pocket, but head dismemberment makes me a little more uncomfortable than SAs. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, because we're not women, so
Yeah.
Dismemberment.
Because it can't happen to us.
See, head dismemberment, I'm like you, but like the thought of somebody compromising me, I'm like, no, that ain't happening.
Both
I'm
of
beat-
these are
I'm
so
beat their ass.
disgusting to think about.
They are disgusting, but it's like one made by skin crawl. The other one is like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
No, one makes you
of-
close your
when,
eyes.
when he was explaining the head explode, I'm like, oh,
He was alive too. He was like,
What do you mean?
and his head was like an accordion being put back
Holy
together.
fucking
It was
shit!
disgusting,
Jesus,
dude.
I
It was
may
horrible.
I may need another cigarette after this.
Oh my god,
fuck's
horrible! And with that, we're about halfway now. We can start.
A cigarette.
oh.
Do we have a joint?
No.
I think we were just gonna hit the
pens.
pen. Let's hit the pen again.
Let's hit the pen again.
Benjamin. Oh, shout out to
Pen is
Penn.
cereal. Shout out to Shelton Benjamin.
Shout out to Shelton Benjamin, Penn Stiller,
No shout out to Penn Affleck. He freaked out at the paparazzi outside his house.
King.
Hey, and listen.
Toby Maguire did.
He's not a king, and I'll tell you why.
Remember him, Toby Maguire?
What
did?
He
happened?
was overreacting. He
What
got a
happened with
little
Penn
big on
Affleck?
him, knowing damn well he ain't gonna do shit.
What did Penn Affleck do?
The paparazzi was flashing really heavy at him when he was leaving his house. I can't see. That's dangerous. Shut your goofy ass up. Your tints are zero. You have
Wrap it
zero
up.
tints everywhere on your fucking BMW 8 Series while you're about to go swipe your fucking Black American Express for some donuts. Shut the fuck up. You have such a privileged life. To get mad at people taking a picture of you, sit the fuck down.
off.
You're banging J-Lo and you got $200 billion. Shut the fuck up. And
Wait,
full
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
Penn Affleck. Penn Hoofleck.
Penn Hoofleck.
He didn't.
Hoofleck.
Yeah, that
More like-
Hoofleck tool.
More like Penn
That
Hoofleck.
Hoofleck tool.
Bro, so help me God, I ever see him at a premiere in public, I'm gonna do a kickflip right over his fucking stupid
Oh,
head.
right. I'm going to grind on the red rope, and I'm
Yeah.
going to kickflip 180 over him.
Yeah, dude, fuck Penn
He's
Hoofleck.
trash.
You got it.
Penn Hoofleck.
Speaking of people
Taloka Penn
speaking of
Hoofleck.
pens who will not be named, we must acknowledge something that Chris Penoit is a name that has come up on
Insane.
this podcast.
Oh my
God!
And
Chris
I just want to
Insane.
say that due to the horrific crimes committed by Chris Penoit, this will be the last time we acknowledge him and speak of his name, and he will be forgotten from this point on in the podcast.
Penn who? Chris
I don't know.
Penn who? Penn diagram. Let's put it all on a Penn diagram. Just like scale this thing out. You know what I mean?
A pen diagram.
What else can we do? What else is there? Shelton Benjamin, he's
Shelton Benjamin
got
is
pinned
up
by
there.
Chris Penoit.
Penn Simmons.
Penn
'Cause
Simmons.
Oh,
it's,
Penn
it's
Simmons.
smoking like a brick right
Hey,
now.
I'm in Pennsylvania right now, brother.
Hey,
That's
yo.
not even changing the word.
Penn Johnson.
There's also another
Oh,
disgusting.
shout out Lions OC Penn Johnson.
Do you guys think Penn Roethlisberger did it?
Penn
I think he
Roethlisberger
did, but
I
definitely
think
he's a
Ben
sick
did
fuck.
it, but I think Penn's innocent. I think
Penn
he got mixed up in
Roethlisberger's
the wrong
innocent.
crowd.
Penn was just looking high and couldn't explain himself in time.
Yeah, he was just in the wrong crowd.
Yeah, either that or he wasn't the guy who drugged the girl, but he was the guy on the football team who got to do anything he wanted with her in the World Star
Man.
video.
Could I just say rest in peace, John Penver, great musician.
John
The
Penver.
pilot was smoking that pen and crashed him, and he died in a plane accident. Man, he died way too young. Rest in peace, John Penver.
Penn Gordon.
Oh, he's a driver, dude.
No, shout out to Penn.
He's a driver and a half.
Hey, bro.
Not the driver, the basketball player, Ben Gordon.
Penn Gordon.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Penn
Jeff
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah. Jeff.
I hit the pen too much.
Yeah, he's turning into Penn Gordon himself.
I'm Penn Gordon.
Uh,
Penn Gordon.
Man,
Penn Wallace.
Penn Wallace.
bro, you know what we should do, guys? We should go to brunch soon. Because I know the best spot that makes the greatest eggs Benedict you've ever had in your life. Man.
I knew I was
fucking
waiting
delicious.
For it. I was fucking waiting for it.
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict is crazy.
Benedict Arnold.
I was about to
Have
say.
you guys?
That's somebody who asked to hit your pen and doesn't give it back or hits it 5 times.
Benedict.
5 blinkers.
Oh,
He goes
Benedict
into
Arnold
business
over
for
here.
himself. Speaking of going into business for yourself, not to go back to sports, but can we talk about Hulk Hogan showing up to the Lions practice?
Oh, kiss
This,
it, Dad.
this is
Stick
a
a fork in them. They're cooked.
stick a fork in them for
Oh,
real.
I really hate to say it.
I already had y'all
The
at like
Lions-
9-8, brother.
9-8.
Yeah, I was hating. That's me hating. But when
4
Hulk
and
Hogan,
13.
when
4
Hulk
and
Hogan
13.
showed up,
No,
yeah,
no. The
4-13 and deadly
13.
injuries.
They're not going to go 4-13.
The Lions season is fried hard.
Do you
bro.
understand?
4-13.
Do you understand the last person to win a championship in the Pontiac Silverdome? You know who that is? Hulk Jeffrey Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
Oh, at the Red Wrestling.
When he slammed 10,000 pounds,
So maybe he knows something.
30 feet tall Andre the Giant in front of 2.5 billion screaming Hulkamaniacs.
4.5 billion, my friend.
4.5 billion screaming Hulkamaniacs inside that Silverdome.
So maybe he knows something.
I don't think he knows shit from Shinola. You know why? Because he don't play and he's never wrestled at Ford Field.
It is the kiss of death. But
He is
four
the
wins
kiss
is
of
just,
death. Of all wrestlers to have show up to your shit, you get the most habitual liar of all, the biggest capper of all. You thought LeBron was
The
bad with
biggest
lying?
liar. The biggest racist.
The biggest liar, and not the biggest racist in wrestling, but
That was
one
the
of
first thing the Lions PR team is probably really sick that they did because they're
Oh,
like
get
all the
Hogan on
comments
there.
are negative.
And he
everywhere
showed
I've
up
seen
with
them.
the blue do-rag.
And Dan's like, "I love you, man." He's walking away. He's like pointing at him. Dan, he's like, "I gotta get back to work." And Hulkster's looking at him like, "Where you going, brother? I was gonna go practice with you. I want to do some down up."
Hulk Hogan's a piece of shit.
Fuck Hulk
And as
Hogan.
wrestling
Yeah,
fans,
he's been a piece of shit.
as wrestling fans, Hulk Hogan put a stop to a lot of super guys that were more talented and more interesting,
lot of cool shit.
and harder working than he ever was.
A
He
lot
put an
of-
end to a lot of guys' careers just by saying like, because I don't know, you probably don't know, but Hulk Hogan back in the day, he had creative control, which that means is like the booker, the guy planning these matches, the writers would be like, "Hey Hulk, we're gonna have you do this tonight. You're gonna lose to this guy." He'd be like, "No,
Doesn't work for me, brother.
doesn't work for me, brother." Hulk Hogan just be like, "You know what? How about you just give me every belt and all the $1 in the world, and I'll just be the unbeatable wrestler, and everything gets run by me."
When
And he
you
would say
when
no
you
to
have
everything.
creative control for a scripted show, you're never gonna lose.
He was a psycho.
It's already scripted, but you had a fucking psychotic beach bum like Hulk Hogan. Give him creative control. Go give the guy begging at Venice Beach control over his life for one day.
The steroids.
See
and-
what happens.
The steroids and scripted fights got to his head. Imposter syndrome.
Hulk
So to
Hogan.
believe he was a real wrestler winning these shit.
Hulk Hogan is a very strange individual, and he lies so much. There's videos you could see of like his most famous lies, but I'm going to share my favorite one.
Yeah.
He used to claim that he wrestled so much in so many different time zones and going from Japan and back. He claimed he wrestled 400 days out of a year.
That's my favorite lie.
Not accounting for the time it takes to go back, to the U.S. and get back to your own time zone. He wrestled so much that he added another 40 days on his year. But
He
here's
claimed
the
he
thing.
time traveled.
Most wrestlers who are working the indies, working their ass off, don't wrestle 400 times a year. Like 2 matches a night, 5 matches a night. It doesn't exist. When you're practicing short, whatever, fine. But to claim you have wrestled on 400 days out of the year,
And he doubles down. too.
and to double down on it, and to go by the immortal Hulk Hogan, you are full of shit. He is the most full of shit guy.
yeah,
My favorite
He
Hulk
makes
Hogan
LeBron
line.
look like Honest Abe.
My favorite,
Honestly.
because LeBron
Honestly,
just like,
man.
"Oh yeah, I like that saying too." He just like plays along like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my favorite band is this." He'll be like, "Oh, I love that band." He
Yeah.
never listened to a song.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan will be like, "Yeah." Someone will be like, "Yeah, I like Metallica." Hulk Hogan will be like, I actually was supposed to be the bass player in Metallica, but
Yeah.
I chose wrestling instead."
Fucking
He's literally
crazy.
claimed that.
That's a
He's-
legitimate lie of his.
He claims he was supposed to be the bass player in Metallica.
Yep. and Randy Savage was a professional baseball player, or like played for the AAA team
Probably
for the
like
Reds.
college or minors, I don't know.
He played like AAA or something. He was
That's
very close
awesome.
to going to the MLB. But Hulk Hogan had a lie that said he was getting scouted by the Cincinnati Reds to pitch.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
Brother, this is before Randy Johnson. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like
Hulk Hogan, I will take you deep, son. Throw a pitch my way. I will take you.
Hulk
fucking
Hogan.
I bet he can't even golf.
Has Hulk Hogan ever thrown a pitch out at a baseball game?
100%. He definitely.
I'm looking
has.
it up.
We're gonna find this out.
His
right
pitch can't be good. Can't be.
Let it be known, Flair's smoking another cigarette.
now. I put it out for fuck's sake.
I'm
He
not
had
mad
a-
about
He
it.
had a square and a half. To be
No, I don't-
honest, it's not bad.
It's not a bad smell. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not menthol. So
Those
I don't care.
I don't mind. He's smoking the dad cigarette, the classic
Those are
Marlboro
good. I
Gold.
like those. That's what I was.
Yeah,
doing.
he recognized
Yep,
it. Yeah.
the Jagata.
Hulk Hogan.
But you
first
said smoke
pitch.
Parliament Lights.
Someone
Hey.
someone said that's some coward shit. They should have a celebrity come throw the last pitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like when the game's on the line.
yeah. That's hype. First pitch is kind of
Deep into left field. There it
Oh
goes.
shit! What is that? Oh, it's the laptop. It's fine.
Thought that was the interface. Technical difficulties.
It would have been bad if that was
We
the
thought
interface.
we almost ruined the podcast, but we didn't.
We're good. Testing.
It's because Jason Tatum brought us good luck. We did it.
We did it.
We have a little Jason Tatum toy on the
You
on the
have
table
a
right
All
now.
they're
Jason
showing is Hulk
Tatum
Hogan
toy.
ripping his shirt off.
I
for
didn't
Trump.
buy this.
He doesn't have a pitch throw.
He doesn't throw a
That's
ball,
all the fuck
does
he
he?
does. This fucking cornball.
Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
He showed up to the Republican
He's
National
been asked
Convention.
probably a million times.
He's like, no, brother, I'm going to be in Japan, brother. And you know where he is? He's at his Malibu fucking beach shop.
Shooting up steroids.
Man.
Randy Savage
grilling
probably
burgers.
has.
Randy Savage.
Everyone's done
definitely.
steroids, yeah.
Macho Man is definitely throwing a first pitch.
He's for the kids. Hulk Hogan, you think you're too good to throw a first pitch? All the kids want to see you throw a first pitch. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with giving the people a show at the good old baseball park?
What's wrong with having a barbecue?
There's a new article
You're
from
too
last
good for
year
a
about
barbecue.
Hogan, how he failed desperately, or how he had failed baseball career because he screwed up his own scouting. This is last year.
Man, fucking, that's a
He's
lie.
still
He
spreading
never
that.
had a baseball career.
still
There's
spread-
no way he fucking
That's
played
one of my
baseball.
favorite like shoot interviews. For those who don't know, a shoot interview is when a wrestler breaks character and talks about like, hey man, fuck that guy. Like if a bad guy is like suddenly nice, like they're out of character.
Macho Man was fucking slaying, dude.
For the
Oh,
Cardinals.
Macho-
He had
Bro.
aura.
Bro, Macho Man before the wrestling, he's in like a St. Louis Cardinals t-shirt right now. He's got long hair, big thick mustache. Young Macho Man before the fame looks sexy right now, man.
Macho Man is a king, bro.
Yeah.
And in comparison to like Hulk Hogan, you know how Hulk Hogan has creative control. He can kind of dictate his script.
Yeah.
They told Macho Man what to do, and this guy would rehearse his matches start to finish, every match of every fucking night.
One of
Like
the
this
best
guy
ever.
was so monotonous with everything he did. Like it's very crazy. His match versus Steamboat, also in the Pontiac Silverdome. The Hulkamaniacs were starting to pile in to see the main event, but that match is the best match on the card. Him versus Ricky Steamboat
Macho Man
in
rules.
Pontiac.
But Macho Man was very upset that he invited Hulk Hogan to a barbecue he was having at his house. He didn't come.
What are you too good to come to a barbecue? Why are you too good to come to a barbecue, Terry? Come on.
Call him
You, what's
Terry.
wrong with
He
that,
looks like
you
a Terry,
coward?
too.
What's wrong
Terry
with that,
Bollea.
you wuss?
Hulk Hogan is the ultimate. Hulk Hogan's gotten away with so much. He's like the ultimate example of white privilege.
Yeah.
He's still out
oh.
here. He like said all this racist shit in a sex tape. You know what I mean? That's like how he got exposed. And then he like sued the company that leaked it.
Got
and got away with it.
$250 million.
And
or
not
something
only that,
ridiculous.
he showed up to court. Hulk Hogan might be the first person in history to show up in court wearing a do-rag and still won his fucking case. Hulk Hogan is
Insane.
bald. Hulk Hogan wears a do-rag with attached hair.
Every
at
time
all
you've
times.
seen this man in court, whether it's to testify with Vince McMahon, because he had to testify,
For
you know, that,
steroids.
for steroids and the shit being predetermined or whatever. He had to go to court for his son when his son paralyzed his fucking friend in a Supra, and then he had to go to court for divorce, and then he had to go to court for the Gawker thing. But every time this man has been in court, do-rag. That is white privilege.
Yeah, that's white privilege.
It's 100%.
And then, okay, so he probably won most of these cases, or like, you know, wasn't indicted on charges or whatever. Whatever he's there for, he probably got off on the better end. You
Yeah.
know, the divorce one, wearing the do-rag, probably cost him a good $120 million.
Oh, fuck.
Ultimate Warrior famously said when he was shooting on him, because they didn't get along either, he says, Linda's lawyer was probably pissing down his leg, wearing the gimmick in court with that flap of extensions in the back.
Oh, my
He's like,
God.
those are extensions, man,
It's a power move,
Hulk
actually.
Hogan wears a fucking do-rag wig.
with extensions.
It's crazy.
Hulk
He's a-
Hogan is
like,
fucking
obviously
crazy.
Hulk Hogan's a character, but boy, what a character.
He claims to
Yeah.
have lost his hair because when he got divorced, he started bleaching his hair himself because his wife used to do it. He did it wrong and he lost all his hair.
What a fucking idiot, man.
This guy makes up these crazy stories.
Hulk Hogan is an
No, that's
asshole.
believable. I believe that one. I feel like I used to bleach my hair, and if I did it myself, I have like X to it.
But
And it always
lose
turned
all
out
your
good.
hair?
If I did it myself, I might lose all my hair. I don't know. But he's also like 90 years old, so he probably just naturally bald.
Yeah, well, anyway, kiss of death for the Lions. I think we can...
Yeah, kiss of death for sure.
That was
And
not-
you know
that's like Brett Michaels with the Steelers.
They're
Every
extra
time,
crispy.
every time Brett Michaels says "Go
They got
Steelers,"
their Brett
they
Michaels.
lose. It sucks.
They got their blonde. But with Hulk Hogan, you know how like parents say, "Oh yeah, we come from better times. You know, our stuff was better, our music was better, our this was better."
Yeah.
I know for damn sure your wrestling wasn't better.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan
Get the
was
fuck
big
out of my
trash
face.
with that leg drop and slow elbow drop.
Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea was
Garbage. When he does the leg drop on the left side, all slow and zesty, wearing the dun-to-duns, he's a nightmare.
he was trash.
Fuck Hulk Hogan.
It was kind of like the Rock special moves where they were all flair and no substance.
But The Rock was like, he had more
was
aura
fun.
than Hulk
So
Hogan.
much more charisma.
He was way
so
better.
much better speaker.
To
He
give
was able
more
to
of
do
a-
the same like those kind of moves because he was so good otherwise.
The
Yeah.
Rock also reinvented his character a few more times. You know what I mean?
The
He was
Rock
good
took
guy,
a while
then
to
bad
become
guy,
sweet.
and then he started bringing out a guitar and singing and talking shit to the crowd. You know,
Hulk Hogan, for them to give Hulk Hogan the aura, because aura is something you're like surging, but you also feed off of other people.
Yeah.
They let Hulk Hogan be electric. If they wouldn't have reacted to him, he would have been a jobber like
But
anybody
nothing,
else.
Yeah, they wouldn't have given a fuck.
But
Yeah. So
this
you
fucking
gotta earn
giant,
that.
steroided up, 6'6" liar comes in the building.
That's what's
starts
funny.
capping and starts capping and going crazy.
Pointing his fingers. And
Before
everything.
lies were invented.
That's what's funny about fake fighting is that you can do every move in the world. You can do backflips up the wazoo, know every hold, know every punch, make it look awesome. But if you can't get people to like you as a person and your
Yeah.
personality, or hate you, if you can't put asses in seats, who gives a fuck?
Yep.
People like
gonna
big
use you to be
personalities.
pinned. Yeah.
Why do you know about these UFC guys 90% of the times? Even in real fighting, why do you know about these guys? Not because they're knocking people out for most part. You know them because they're knocking people out, but also it's because they're talking shit. It's because Sean Strickland's like, I fucking hate gay people or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll be at a press conference and be like, you got a fight coming up, and they'll be like, hey, did you see that like this kid came out and he got bullied? He'd be like, well, fuck him. He should have gotten bullied. It's like, why are you asking the guy that gets hit in the head for a living his
Yeah.
opinions? He's got to fight. Why are you asking him his political opinions? You know them because they're talking shit all the time. I don't watch UFC, but I know who Colby Covington was. He
Yeah,
was just some
legend.
fucking MAGA guy
Legend.
running his mouth. You know what I mean?
Legend.
Badass. You know what I mean? Beating
I
people
fucked
up.
with him. He
But
not
you-
his
Is he still
views on
fighting?
shit. I don't think so. I think
All
he's
these
done.
Because he was kind of doing okay.
Even real
Yeah,
fighting.
he wasn't the same after he got his jaw broke.
Even real fighting.
yeah.
You
That
know these
Usman
guys.
fight was a
That's right.
great fight,
That was
man.
hype.
Yeah, okay, so
You know him for personality.
Not to dwell on the fight, but like, if you don't even watch UFC, I don't even think if you like fighting, these are two wrestlers, two former friends, squaring off for fucking 24 goddamn minutes, and Colby, the white dude, is winning probably 3 of those rounds going into the 5th round. And Kamaru Usman knocks him flat on his fucking ass after breaking his jaw.
Yeah. That's an
But
awesome fight.
they fought so hard that they dapped. There was so much disrespect before the fight. It's one of those perfect fights. It's one of those fights that could get you into the sport.
You know what? Big,
And the last thing I'm going to say about Hulk Hogan real quick, another lie I remembered. He said Elvis Presley, because Elvis Presley would famously go to like Memphis wrestling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He'd watch Jerry the King Lawler and like all the Memphis guys. He said Elvis Presley was a big Hulk Hogan fan. Here's the issue.
lie.
Elvis Presley died before Hulk Hogan even had a lesson in
Oh
wrestling.
my god.
Crazy.
You know, Elvis was into NFL Red Zone before it existed. And
I bet.
I'm not joking. He would have 4 TVs all set up watching different games. He was a big NFL nut.
His cable bill was probably slapping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he could.
He
pay for
can
it.
swing it. Yeah.
It ain't nothing but the red zone.
He literally.
Playing all the time.
Apparently, he would tape them and he would like write up plays and stuff.
Elvis honestly sounds like the ultimate American because sounds like he got like a shit ton of money. He's like, you know what I'm gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna eat whatever fucking food I want.
Yeah.
He like had like a favorite roller coaster, I believe he bought. He's like, I'm just gonna eat bullshit all day.
He was
watch
probably,
football all fucking day, and I'm gonna die on the toilet from
he
living.
he
like,
was probably like enjoying his life so much he probably invented FanDuel, like parlays.
Yeah.
He was probably calling up people watching the red zone.
I bet
Give me the
$20
Browns and the
zone.
Niners and the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Have you guys ever ate an Elvis sandwich? I want to try one so
Fat-
bad.
a
I've
fat
never tried it.
Elvis?
A fat Elvis, yeah. Well,
is
you
that?
can't because you can't eat pork, but it's a peanut butter sandwich. You toast it. It's peanut butter sandwich with bananas and a lot of bacon.
What?
Like a shit ton
No
of
wonder
bacon.
he died.
You had me at.
Bacon, peanut
had me
butter, and
till
bananas.
bacon.
It sounds so
You know,
tasty.
he didn't die from a heart attack. He died from constipation.
Because he was eating peanut butter bacon sandwiches and watching.
They said there was
drinking
like
he was drinking
they
beer.
said
He
there
was
was
also
about
on pills, I think.
They said there was about 6 weeks worth of dookie in his stomach.
Bro.
I think he was heavy on drugs, and when you're like that, you don't poop. I think
He was
Yeah.
on them
people
pills.
on heroin don't poop. Apparently,
Shout out Perk Angle for taking 60 pills a day, 60 like
his
Norcos
shits
a
were
day.
probably
Still putting on
crazy.
classics.
His
He was
shits
probably
were-
backed up like nobody's business.
They put on extra 20 pounds of
Kurt
Backed
shit.
Angle was
up.
putting 5-star matches on with 2 months worth of shit in his intestines.
I'm backed
Off the
up. They won't let me
oxy-constipation.
shit.
Perk Angle, come on the
They
podcast,
won't let
please.
me
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know if he likes
I'm
being
Explain
called
yourself.
Perk
They won't
Angle,
let
but
me
He probably
shit.
doesn't.
I give him credit.
That's not funny.
I give him
me
credit for
shit.
being the best wrestler I've ever seen, and I had no clue he was off 30 Vicodins. So
That's insane.
To know what these guys go through just to fucking come out and dance and be silly and then have the match of their life, fucking crazy, man.
Insane.
That's an insane
He's
job.
alive. We gotta thank him while he's still alive. I gotta just say that.
Shout out Kurt Angle, real Olympic
Real
hero.
talk.
I
Elvis
like
might have
how
had the best death,
I like
man.
how wrestlers and athletes in general all have podcasts now. It's
Yeah.
actually the best people to have. Like we're cool. We're probably the number one coolest, but second is
Of course, 100%.
second is wrestlers and sports people.
Yeah.
It's so cool because they tell you stories that it's like how else are you gonna hear these stories?
Yeah. I'm talking shit about people, stuff they
Yeah.
said to each other between games.
Yeah. Like Jeff Teague. Shout out Jeff Teague. Love to have you on, brother.
Jeff Teague. is a funny
Jeff Teague,
dude.
come to
And
Joe
the other
Rogan's
two
Love to have
guys,
you
I
on.
think the other two guys played in the NBA. I don't know who
We'll
they
take
are
what
though.
we
I'm
can get.
sorry. We want Jeff though.
Yeah, we want Jeff Teague.
We won't take
We want Jeff.
We want
Pause. We want
We
Jeff.
want Elvis's ghost. You know what? Next week we might have to make some Elvis
The
sandwiches.
Elvis
live taste
hologram.
test.
You know, white people got jealous of the Tupac hologram and dropped the Elvis one the day after.
Oh.
They had him ready. He had him. They not like us. They not like us. It's Rick and Morty time.
That was the best one.
Yeah.
Jump out the house. Jump out the house.
Yeah.
Jump out the house.
Elvis recreating songs, or Elvis singing
Well,
Rick and Morty themes.
Elvis, come on the pod.
Elvis, I know you're out there.
Yeah,
I know you're listening.
Elvis
You
and
and
Tupac.
Tupac and Whitney Houston are chilling on a beach right now, listening to this while Michael Jackson's like,
Why are
I
they
don't know
always
how
on
you
a
listen to
beach?
that shit.
And Prince. Prince
Yeah.
is like, you're all a bunch of queers, and we should play basketball.
All 5 of you guys, I
Have
know you guys are
pancakes.
listening to this right now. One of you come on the podcast. Prince, I preferably would like to talk to you. Let's play one on one.
I don't want to think
Let's play
Charlie
one-on-one.
Murphy is somewhere alive, but that was one thing where I realized when I was looking up Charlie Murphy stuff. That was like the first person in a long time where I'm like, damn, we no longer have Charlie Murphy with us.
R.I.P. Charlie Murphy.
It's like the first person since Kobe Bryant. I realized, like, fuck,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he was
Kobe
funny,
still
man.
gets me.
Him,
Kobe.
Patrice. You know, it sucks. It sucks that some of these guys
We
aren't
don't,
around.
we don't
Mike
know these
Shinoda.
people. We don't know
Mike
these
Shinoda,
people.
legend.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mike Shinoda. We don't know these people, right? But it's like they may, you listen to them, you're a fan of them or something
You
like
like
that. It
their
makes you sad,
content
yeah.
so much that, you know.
We've had a couple in our lifetime. I think Kobe's probably the biggest. Any dude our age who's a sports fan, Kobe's like, damn. Because Kobe died in such
Yeah.
a fucked up way in a helicopter crash. Like, that's like some Hollywood fucked up movie shit. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
And
Wasn't
you-
like
With his
natural
daughter,
causes,
that's so
yeah.
terrible.
Terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Whereas like the natural causes people, they kind of let them rest. You know, when it's something that crazy, it affects the world. You know, Chadwick Boseman, that was all of a sudden. I'm not a big Marvel fan or anything, but
Ooh, bro.
when he came out that he was a silent, like dying silently from cancer, and people were
Heavy.
being very ruthless to the guy. You know, saying he was losing
Looked
muscle
skinny.
and
That
looked
that
sick.
was heavy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
It's that shit just makes you let the guy rest. You know why? Because he rested. He was resting while he was alive. Like he didn't bother anybody with it. Like
Norm
that's,
Macdonald.
That's tough.
Norm
Yeah.
Macdonald was dying. Didn't tell nobody.
yeah.
Yep.
It was a shock to anybody but his wife.
Mac Miller was the shittiest one, I feel like. But you still think, like, fuck. Like, I listen to music all the time. It's like, I'm never going to hear nothing else from this guy. Like,
weirdly-
everything on my phone is all I'm ever going to hear.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, me and Austin, we were smoking hookah when,
my gosh.
when Mac Miller died.
Really?
We were smoking hookah at a hookah bar somewhere.
And then someone told us, or
Yeah, or we found out on our phone, you know.
Mac Miller died.
That was the only
We
time.
didn't have that big of a reaction. We weren't big.
Oh my
Mac-
fucking
I'm not gonna
god!
lie.
I like Good AM.
I'm not going to lie. That was the only time in my life I, like, looked at news on my phone and cried. Real shit.
Damn.
That was the only time in my life I was like, I fucking cried. Because I
For me, it was Juice WRLD.
when Mac Miller was first hot and coming out, I didn't like because it was like fratty, stupid kid rap. I didn't smoke weed yet. I was like listening to like, blah. I was listening to screamo music where it was like a guy singing like a girl and then another guy screaming like the devil, and then for some reason it'd have like some techno breakdown in the middle. So Mac Miller was not my cup of tea. But also, as I got older, so did Mac Miller, and he started making better music. And that's what was so good about him, is that every album, once he started getting a little older, was like better and better and better. And he was young. He could have made, if Mac Miller's still alive, he could have made 2 more albums, and they could have been the best shit he ever made. That's what's fucked up about it. He could have made such crazy music that we were never going to get to hear, and that's what's fucking sad about it. Yeah. And he always predicted it. He always talked about dying young for some stupid OD in his music, and he did. It was fucked up. So R.I.P. Mac. Come on the podcast. Your ghost.
Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, and X wrap up the holy trinity of deaths I didn't really care about because I'm not a fan of their music. It sucks that a young person died.
Mac Miller
of
is
course.
so much more legit
young
than
people
most
were
of
going
the-
crazy when like X and like Lil Peep died.
Yeah.
They didn't really put out much. You
R.I.P.
know,
Lil Peep. I still listen to Lil Peep songs all the time.
yeah, you know, there's a couple songs I used to jam to.
But yeah, I wasn't
I
a
love
fan
Lil
of any of
Peep.
them. And Mac Miller to me at the time was very Big Sean-esque. Swag rapper.
No.
rapper.
Back
Mac
in the
Miller
day,
is a swag rapper.
He was, but
Smoke
I don't
weed,
think
eat
he
yogurt.
died a
Listen.
swag rapper.
Smoke weed.
All them
no,
hard
he didn't.
bars
I don't
and-
think Big Sean could make his album.
All
I
them
don't
hard
think-
bars and foods he be talking about he be eating, I don't believe
That was
That's the old
also
stuff.
that was Mac
I don't
Miller.
believe
That was
it.
Mac Miller when he was like 17 years old. Like Kool-Aid and frozen pizza ass Mac Miller. That's what you're talking about.
I don't
Frick
believe
Park
it.
Market.
No.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a good, that's a good look for
super
him.
young Mac
he did
Miller.
make.
That's a good look
He's
for
known
him.
to have good music, like not just the swag.
Once
rap.
Mac Miller started drinking lean.
Good AM is a good album.
Once you know what happened? Mac Miller's first album, Blue Slide Park, came out. That had Frick Park Market, all this bullshit. I do not like that album.
Yeah.
I love Mac Miller. I do not listen or like that album at all. And a bunch of people hated it. He got a bunch of bad reviews. Critics fucking hated it. And you know, real shit, you know what happened? He started like doing drugs all the time. He felt terrible that no one liked his album. And he got hooked on drugs and he started making the best music he ever made after
Damn.
that. He started getting better. Like his music got a little darker, more serious.
Yeah.
I will, to anyone listening, and you too, anyone listening who hasn't ever listened to the album Faces, because I used to say, yo, Mac Miller fucking sucks. And my friend told me, no, he doesn't. Like, listen to Faces. That made me a Mac Miller fan. I swear to God, listen to that album, that mixtape. I've been a fan since.
You know who made a big transformation that was similar is Tyler the Creator.
100%.
'Cause
I've always
he was
liked
known
Tyler,
to be.
but
It's funny because as edgy
he's so
15-year-old
cooler
me
now.
liked that shitty stuff. I can't
Yeah.
go back and listen to it now. And I appreciate his growth. He's kind of switched genres a bit and done things that are risky.
people
He don't even like
nowadays,
playing none of that shit no more.
People
No,
nowadays
no.
really look at him as a very serious and creative artist. He
Yeah.
is. He's made a lot
He's
of
like
great
designing for Louis Vuitton now.
I've
Yeah,
listened to
he's
him
very-
for forever,
it's
man.
Came a
crazy.
long
Yeah.
way from that skateboard
He
kid.
has come such a long way from
Yeah.
the shitty downloading Bastard off of Dat Piff and all the weird little videos of him, you know, putting shit in a blender and acting like they're puking, like
And
that Earl
fucking-
video.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And then, Earl going to Children's Village or whatever,
Yeah.
getting sent away.
He went back to Samoa.
Free Earl
right?
was like shouted out through many high schools at that time.
Yep.
Tyler the Creator's
Third
always
cigarette,
evolved.
just for the record. Third
Yeah.
cigarette.
He's come a long way.
He's
It's
stressed.
been awesome to see where he's come. You know,
Yeah.
man's
so
stressed.
who would have ever guessed? Real
I,
shit.
I liked a lot of songs on Igor and all that shit. I liked a lot of that.
I love Tyler, man. I've seen him live
He's got a
twice.
really chill vibe now.
He puts on an awesome show. Shout out to concerts. Shout out to concerts, guys. What's your guys' favorite concert you guys have been to? I love this. You know what? Real shit. It's my favorite question. It's a great icebreaker. Ask a girl this next time you get to know her. More game.
Immediately, I kind of want to say Disturbed. Disturbed, All That Remains, and Kill Switch Engage all sounded how they were supposed to sound.
Was that on the same card?
Same card at Cobo Hall.
You saw Kill Switch and Disturbed. That's so
Kill
tight.
Switch,
Oh my
Disturbed, and
God.
All That Remains.
Original lineup Kill Switch too?
Yes, with the
Oh my
black
God.
dude, Howard Jones.
I haven't been to anywhere cool. I'm about to out myself here. I went to
Wiz Khalifa,
I went to a
man.
Big Sean concert.
Boy,
I was young. I was probably 17.
My last.
Went to a Big Sean concert, and G-Eazy and then unknown G-Eazy opened up that concert.
This is your favorite concert?
No. I haven't been nowhere. That was like one of the few concerts I've been
Been to Wiz. Wiz was better than that.
Wiz, that's right. Wiz was the best
Dom
concert
Kennedy
I
was
ever-
better than that.
Dom Kennedy was. That's right. I've been to a few.
There's a few.
So what's your favorite? Who's your favorite person you've seen?
Gotta be
Party Boy 69 was better than that.
Gotta be Dom Kennedy because I know all the words. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dom Kennedy.
That's the only concert I've been to where I knew all the words to every
I
song,
knew
and
all
everybody
the
in the
words.
crowd knew it too.
You have to be a Dom fan to go to a Dom
Yeah,
concert.
yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
his fans
Real
run
shit.
deep, real shit.
I really enjoyed that. Shout out Dom Kennedy.
We love you, Dom Kennedy.
And we were thick in that concert. We were like
Yes.
20 deep.
And
We all won
word
free
is he
tickets.
walked home in Detroit.
Yep.
King.
Walked to his hotel.
We all bought tickets. A couple of our friends won tickets. That was a great concert.
Yep.
We almost got into it with a fake gangster Italian guy.
There was one guy there in a
Wearing
suit
a fucking suit.
at the rap
He
concert.
was wearing a suit, and his girl was taller than him, and
one,
so
of the
he was
only,
kind of
one of the
flexing.
only white people there that wasn't us.
And then he
at
went in
the
his
concert.
car and pretended to get a gun.
And then he got his ass beat.
Yeah, that was really that was awesome. And some old friends of high school, they were at working the door there, and we all got to
Yep.
reunite at this.
They
at
didn't
this
snatch
moment.
our blunts or nothing.
It was very cool.
We got to go to more concerts. I'm glad you guys are. got some
Casey
tickets.
Veggies was also there at that concert.
He was.
and I
Yep.
actually was also a fan of him at the
And
time.
I think one more guy, J305, played.
J305
Always plays with
He's
Dom.
been in a few Dom
Listeners,
songs.
if you
Yeah.
got a favorite concert, text us. Link in the
Yeah,
description.
let us know your favorite.
Let us know your favorite
and
shows.
why was it your favorite? Anything special happened?
We'd
Say
love
what
to
you
hear
want
it.
about that Big Sean concert. I sat next to a guy that looked like I'm gonna say Bog Diggity, and he had a medical marijuana shirt on, and this is like 2012 or 13. So I'm like, this guy smokes. I asked him, and he starts sparking up a blunt, and I gave him 5, and he smoked the whole thing with me. It was
Hell
a fat
yeah.
ass blunt,
That rules.
and
That's another tip at concerts.
And then Big Sean was on the stage. Oh my God, I can't tell what's a better accessory, boy.
Yeah, I don't know
My
if he
new
had that
watch of
yet.
the chick that's standing right next to me,
ass,
boy.
ass.
I was definitely like,
I put my fronter on her bumper and do it look
I
like
was
I'm
definitely
toying.
hands in the air,
do
white
it.
girl
because
waist.
you corny. Cause you
I roll around like I'm Damien, Albanian, Caucasian.
Big
My
Sean.
dick is hard as titanium,
Hey,
boy.
No shout out to Big Sean. Big Sean.
Big
do
Sean is
not
big
come on
trash.
the podcast.
Big Sean might be around
I
the
don't
corner.
listen. Whatever
PU.
whatever you did for the city is all fine and dandy, but your music set everyone back. Not just black people, white people,
The city of Detroit.
Asians, swaggy Filipinos.
Yeah.
Rap itself.
It set everybody back at least a year or two.
1000%.
Boy, we don't say
do
that.
it.
We don't say that.
I do
I
it.
do it.
You came with this dumbass fucking.
Boy.
I don't know where this slang comes
Boy.
from, but this is not how people from the west side of Detroit talk. And if you look up
West
Big
side,
Sean,
West side, rolling
if
up
you
in
look
the
up Big
middle,
Sean
habba da, habba da,
hometown
habba.
or like birthplace, it comes up as Beverly Hills, California. One or the other,
you
birthplace
say,
or
you say
hometown. But
A
fuck
woman
Big
with a
Sean,
broken heart.
Because that's where I was born and raised in.
boy.
Fuck you, Big Sean.
I give her that L.A. because that's where I was born and raised in.
Okay. No, we're not fucking with Big Sean. Don't
I
come
give
on the
her that
podcast.
D.
You talk about swag
Boy.
rappers with no swag.
Who are the best swag rappers? Ayo and Teo, Ray Shremmerd,
Ray Shremmerd,
Shot
is
Boys,
up
part of
there.
the
T.I.
Rockstar.
T.I. honorable mention. He only has like
B.O.B.
3 records.
Is B.O.B. a swag rapper?
B.O.B. is
B.O.B.
not a swag rapper.
B.O.B. and Will Smith need to get in a bus and drive off a cliff.
To be.
Why Will Smith?
Because he made a new song talking
did?
about I'm Jesus. He's going. You know who? Okay. I get an ad. I get an ad in my Instagram. Ads already are crazy on Instagram. You know, it could be like somebody just promoting their shit, and it's like a 2-like account, like an old person just like quick selfie.
Yeah.
Ads are ridiculous on Instagram, but I get one from the Fresh Prince himself, fucking Mr. Will Smith, and he's rapping, talking about I'm Judas, I'm Jesus, I'm the Bible, I'm the Quran, I'm this, I'm that. And you know who the main artist is on this song?
Who?
First of all, I'm already disappointed in the song, but then I found out who he's featured with.
Who?
Russ.
Oh my God!
Russ and fucking Will Smith
Oh, my
collab
God.
for a song in
Flair got up.
2024.
Flair is taking a lap off of that. He's really upset. That's horrible. Russ. One time, I had sex with a girl, and we were just chilling on the couch naked, just sitting on the couch, and she put on Russ music videos on YouTube.
Did it kill your boner
Oh.
immediately? Because it would.
It
for
was
me.
post-sex, but I'll tell you what, I was as soft as you could be. I was soft
Flaccid.
as Charmin for the rest of the night.
Russ got to be like Latin for flaccid. That flaccid dick ass music. That music doesn't make me want to smoke weed, buy
Or buy a
bottles,
bottle.
or have sex, or you know what
It's
it
for
makes me
white
want to do?
girls.
It makes me
It's-
want to fucking kill myself.
It's for white girls.
Russ makes music that makes me want to kill myself.
It's literally for white girls, and then like men who like want to be cool with the white girls.
It has-
They want to go out and get brunch with the white girls.
It has the same hidden cadence that will make you want to kill yourself, like the original Lavender Town music.
Yeah.
Fuck Russ. Russ is a bitch.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And he's also a Jerry hater.
I don't do drugs. You know, why don't you expand my mind, not my dong? Fuck Russ.
Yeah. Not a fan of Russ. Definitely for white girls. G-Eazy. He still has a career making music for white girls.
Saw a little video of him and his at the time girlfriend Halsey. They're both performing, and she knew he cheated on her like that morning, but they still had to do the performance. And he's like touching on her face and shit. She's like pulling away and shit. It's real awkward. And it's on Good Morning America, so it's like 8:30 in the morning.
What the fuck?
It's very weird.
That's so weird.
Audience, if you're listening, look that one up. That's a weird fucking performance. Halsey and G-Eazy on Good Morning America.
After he
Just
cheated
watch the
on her?
body
Remember
language.
when he
yeah.
was? Remember that photo of him kissing Meg Thee Stallion, and he
That was AI. That was
no,
a stage.
it was real.
She had to answer for that, I feel like.
It was real.
We never learned the reason that happened. We never heard anything about that.
Yeah.
They had a one night stand.
You know why?
Why?
Because they brought it up and just killed like 700 kids somewhere. It was a distraction.
that
Yeah.
day.
That was the original Baby
Down
Grump.
bad.
G-Eazy.
The CIA got Meg.
Down bad.
The CIA got Meg Thee Stallion and G-Eazy on the
Gerald.
phone. You two need to do us a favor.
Look at this
right now.
motherfucker, bro.
Jeez, you do not come on the
Look at this
podcast.
guy.
Another no shout out.
Look at
Do not
him.
come on
Look
the-
at him.
Oh.
Down tremendous, sucking on her cheek, and she's just
G-Eazy,
like,
Big Sean, Russ, you're all banned.
No older
You're
brother
all
type
banned.
shit,
Down
but Jeezy,
tremendous.
not on no older brother shit, but Jeezy looked like such a pussy, bro.
So if you're following with who is banned on the pod and who is not,
it's Russ, G-Eazy.
G-Eazy, Russ,
Big Sean.
are the first three in the had to banned Hall of Fame.
Probably Tommy Richmond are
Hall of
also on
Shame.
there.
Tommy
Richmond's
Richmond, no, I
banned.
welcome it on. You know why? Because then I get to cook him for his funny ass voice. I've been around.
we'll get him right. We're gonna get him right. If Tommy
He needs
Richmond,
to come with us to karaoke night
If Tommy
and learn a
Richmond-
thing or two.
Actually, you know what? That sounds like a great night. Tommy Richmond, come sing karaoke with us, buddy.
So, but listen, because you called me a fat fuck, we got to go 15 seconds body shots first. Pause. But I'm allowed to kick. You're not. And you're also not allowed to block. So
But I
I'm
am.
going all raw on that liver. Pause. But
yeah, it's cooked.
yeah, so we need a quick fade and then we could go to karaoke night. And then you could show us how you do that funny voice.
We need to we need to get rich so we can call him. We have to get
You're better
rich.
with the filters.
We have to get rich so we can call him Tommy Brokeman.
Oh.
That has to happen.
First of all, you know, I have Spotify over Apple Music, and that performance was at Spotify sessions. Spotify, you're making me look real dumb. You're making me look crazy. You make me look... My phone is going nuts for all the Apple Music listeners. Hey, get your boy.
Apple
He's
Music's
on
better.
Spotify. He's on Spotify sessions right now.
Get your boy.
Get your boy. Tommy Richmond is big trash. They need to palate cleanse and have Keitra and Sam Gelatry go in there. Palate cleanse on a Spotify session.
Real talk.
They need to clean their speakers out with that garbage.
It'd get me on a Spotify session. Freestyle rapping.
Ask me something.
Hey, real shit. why
Tell
not?
me something good. That was better. That was better than
Guys,
$1 million dick
go ahead
face.
and write in. Give us some fan mail for next week and let us know if you think Tommy Richmond is crispy, if he should be on.
No more Tommy Richmond. We don't want him on.
That's how he sounds when he laughs. He sounds like SpongeBob.
Be mumbling.
Let us know if you were a Mega Bloks kid or a Lego kid. Because if you were the former,
If you're a
you're blocked.
No
You
one's
can't
gonna-
listen no more.
If
If
you
you're
had
a Mega-
Rosart or Mega Blocks, we ain't fucking with
You're
you.
blocked.
Okay, that's not fair. Okay, we are not. This is not a classist podcast. We don't fuck with you if you have Mega Blocks. We don't fuck with you with Rosart. Basically, we don't fuck with you if you didn't have money growing up. Are you kidding me?
Don't let me.
I
Don't let
think
me.
they were the same price.
Yeah,
They were relatively close
It's
enough
not
to
like-
where
Is
if you're-
Rosart still around?
Probably.
I'm gonna find this out.
It's probably in Dollar General or Dollar Tree.
Dollar General.
Dollar Tree.
Christ.
Well, there was one more I was gonna say. Oh, if you had cream betweens instead of Oreos, I'm not fucking with you.
Rosart is still around.
No,
Trust
I sympathize. If you had cream betweens, I feel for you, bro.
Wait, hold
Toaster pastries.
Go ahead and ask for that promotion, bro. Go ahead.
Cream betweens.
on. Drinking Dr. Perky. My favorite
Dr.
generic.
Bob.
My favorite generic my grandpa had it down in Georgia was Mountain Holler. It's a Mountain Dew knockoff, and the logo's a sun with sunglasses screaming. He looks like he's going, ah!
Mountain Holler is crazy.
Mountain Holler is delicious. Big shout out to Mountain Holler Sun. Come on the pod. That's the best generic name ever, actually. You guys ever seen it?
We should let the fans decide the name of the episode. Like, write in and you can name the episode. And then we'll talk about whatever that topic they
give us a topic, and then that'll probably be the name for the episode.
Yeah.
The name for the episode should be Mountain Holler.
No guarantees.
What should this episode be called?
Mountain Holler.
Tell me that's not the coolest
I need to
generic
get that
logo you've
tatted.
ever
Mountain
seen.
Holler face.
I need to get
go
that
ahead
tatted.
and look up Mountain Holler, and that's great.
You guys know the sun from Mario 3? Like the one that would come down?
The angry one, yeah.
Yeah. Get that style sun, but the Mountain Holler guy on the sun.
He's hollering. Holler if you hear me.
Hold on, there's a soda lovers wiki. There's a wiki for everything. I was on some real fat ass shit the other day. I was on the cereal wiki. Just straight up, it was like fandom.cereal.wiki. Looking at mascots, looking at different cereal flavors. There's a wiki for everything. Even a soda one. Soda lovers wiki.
That's crazy.
Love
I don't blame
soda.
A pop wiki.
Pop is so
crazy.
good. Why is it so good? It's so fucked up. They should make a pop that's good for you. It's not fair. I love pop. I hate to admit it. It's so tasty, though.
I've been on pop
It's not
again,
a
low key.
That's
I-
probably why.
Because it's good.
It's because I got it in the house. I don't buy it, but
Yeah.
it's in the house.
It's probably
can't buy
why
it.
they killed the Boeing whistleblower, because he also had a patent for good for you pop.
Good for you soda.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my-
killed him and stole the recipe. Now they're drinking it.
This will change
They're not-
everything.
Yeah. Ozempic will never sell again. You mean to tell me you could drink pop and lose weight?
Dude, if they had like an Ozempic that tasted like fucking Code Red Mountain Dew. Fuck me.
Fuck.
Oh, that
Came
might be
in
the
a
next.
slush.
That might be the next $1 million idea.
Can you imagine a slush that loses weight? Like makes you lose weight?
An Ozempic Slurpee. Oh my God, blue raspberry and Mountain Dew
White
mixed
cherry.
together.
It gotta be a white cherry.
Give me that right
White
now.
cherry.
We need to get back
Ozempic.
into making custom T-shirts. Ozempic, but with a flavor
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Ozempic Slurpee.
That would be crazy.
You know how like you go to the mall and they make like Goku with backwoods and stuff like
Yeah.
that? I want to see like a Goku Ozempic T-shirt in the
Yeah.
middle of the mall stand. Like
I
Rick
should have
and
bought that.
like
hat
Rick
that
and
said
Morty-
100 on it. Bro.
Rick and Morty
the
wearing.
100 emoji.
I want to see a shirt of like Rick and
How
Morty
much was
wearing
it? It's
Babe.
probably $100.
It was in the glass case, so you know it was.
$100.
We need to get some gas station hats. Any great gas station has clothing in there, hats and T-shirts. The one by Joe Rogan's studio has everything you need: black tees, white tees, long sleeve tees, wife beaters.
I need to get a white
Pistons
tee.
hats.
I missed the Pontiac beanies. You used to see those more often.
Oh man,
It didn't say Detroit. It said Pontiac,
that's so hard.
which is crazy because you hear about people coming out of Detroit, coming out of Flint. You don't really hear anybody coming out of Pontiac.
I don't know about any Pontiac rappers, but is there-
Bupak used to wear that. He used to
Well,
wear the
he's-
Pontiac hat. He was Pontiac legend.
Yeah, but he wasn't
Rest
like a
in peace.
rapper. or
He put
whatever.
on for Pontiac.
great
Was
pedophile
he still
buster.
doing his thing?
Yep.
He had to stop basically, or he'd
He
have to
died.
stop.
He got killed.
He died.
You didn't know that?
Oh my God, he died. I forgot.
He went to go bust a pedophile, and the pedophile shot him twice.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bupak
I
Shakur,
think he
legendary,
died at the hospital.
legendary
Damn.
Pontiac pedophile buster.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. We used to watch his shit all the time. He was busting everybody.
Crazy.
And the police stopped working with him.
Hey, if you guys
They
know any
got sick of
pedophiles,
him.
They got sick of him because they
'Cause
didn't
there's
have
so
the
many.
resources. Yeah,
You guys-
that's insane.
if you
to
guys
just
know
say
about any
there's so
pedophiles,
many.
let us know. We'll go bust them.
Call the FBI, bro. Do something.
Right. I know Pontiac don't got bread though, but he was in other cities.
Yeah, he'd go to like nearby cities, meet
Yeah.
at Great Lakes Mall.
Yeah.
This guy
Great
was
Lakes
a-
Mall is a
Excuse
hot
me,
spot.
everybody, and then he'd meet him in the food court so he could yell in front of like 200 people and kids.
Yeah.
This guy was a pedophile.
Hey,
This
don't-
guy's
if
a
you got- If you got
pedophile.
kids, don't send them to Great Lakes by themselves. If
No.
you got kids, do not.
Pedos
I've
everywhere.
heard bad
It's the
things
most
about
poppin'
that place.
mall.
I've seen videos of attempts happening in the food court, man. It's fucked up, and it's crazy when you see it on video. It's like I've been there like a lot.
And
I've
this
seen
shit
that
made me
place.
want some mall Chinese though.
I do. Y'all want to go to the mall and get some Antiens?
I would love to.
Cindy Shuggy Nuggies.
God, that
Cindy
sounds
Shuggy
amazing.
Nuggies?
That sounds amazing.
Saturday
Sounds
night.
so fucking good.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're going to skate.
I want to take.
Yeah.
I want to
Skate.
take a girl on a pretzel date so bad. I want to go get pretzels. on a date
Listeners.
so bad.
Is getting pretzels at the mall. Just going to the mall to sit down, eat some pretzels, walk around the mall.
Whatever you guys want, everything.
Whatever you want to do. Is that a date?
Specifically for the
I'm
pretzels.
going to leave it at that.
Ordering
I'll
the
let y'all
whole
decide.
Annie Ann's menu is your date. Yes. Ladies, let's go to Andy Ann's.
Yeah, let us know. That's about it for today, guys. We love you. And we'd kiss you.
We love you.
If we could, we'd kiss you.
We would.
Let us know what the next episode... Well, let us know what
Give us
a
a
topic...
topic.
Give us a topic for next week. We're going to come with more topics, but you give us one next week. And we'll give you one the week after. It'll be like a you scratch our back, we scratch yours type deal.
Yeah.
You suck our dicks, we'll suck yours.
So
and
give
we'll
us a
cradle the
topic,
balls.
And if that topic, we'll talk about... Man, that'll be the name of the episode. So in turn, your name in the episode. Yeah, let us know.
Bitches.
There's a text me button below. We love you. Thanks for watching the TikToks. We're going to keep those pumping.
We hit 500 followers. We love y'all.
We hit 500 followers.
We did it.
We are actually getting listeners. Like, we haven't had a 0 listeners day in like over a week now, I think. Maybe even 2 weeks.
Keep it fucking rolling,
So,
baby.
shout out to you guys. Hey, who's better than you guys? Look at my listeners. Who's better?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And we'll see you next week. We love you.
Goodbye.